And away we go.
All right, hello. Welcome. We're here at Aquarium of the Bay in San Francisco, and we are here with OTG Otakuography. My name is Renzu, and I'll be your host for today on this walkthrough. I'm here with Justin. He is our social media coordinator, and he's been our point of contact for this awesome venue.
It's amazing that I'm oh my goodness.
It's okay. I know.
It's amazing to have you guys here. I'm really happy that you reached out and you were,
Oh, hell yes. What's
willing
up?
to come here and show everybody basically what we have to offer and kind of the little amazing aquarium inside of San Francisco. So it's really fun.
Yeah. Again, thank you again for letting us being here. And you guys are a nonprofit, is that right?
This is correct. Yes, we are a nonprofit. We depend highly on donors and just the community to provide the funds that we need to keep this institution going and to make sure that our animals are cared for in the best way possible. So doing things like this to put ourselves in front of a bigger audience is really fun and something we've been really looking forward to doing for a while. So
cool. What's the best way that they can support you guys and showing
just
their
go
love?
to our website. We have our gift store there, but we also have a donation link. So anything that you can give is awesome. But if you wanted to get a little bit of merch at the same time, we have a lot of awesome clothes, a lot of awesome plushies and things like that to check out as well.
Awesome. And are we gonna see it all today? The gift shop and all that?
So. Yeah, I sure hope so. Yeah.
Let's do it. And this is TheRon.
That's
He is
right.
our talent for today.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
We can hear you.
What's good? Whoop. Don't mind me. I'm just getting my arm caught and stuff.
All right, we're gonna turn you up on the speaker. So keep in mind you are on the speaker.
Yep.
And
Cool.
all of us can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, no. Don't say cuss words. Got it.
Yes. Family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay. And if there's any video audio issues, let us know.
Yep.
And we'll troubleshoot.
I mean,
Okay,
so far, so
cool.
good.
All right.
Beautiful.
If you want to screenshot this, Ron, for your own memories.
I mean, I'm
Here's
recording, so I could grab the screenshot after the fact.
Okay.
But this is beautiful.
Right. Yeah. And I love that here. If we see a close up on this timeline right here,
Yeah.
we have this timeline of 25 years. I believe they just hit their 30-year anniversary. So this
Very
timeline
impressive.
of 30 years, showing the timeline of how they got started, the relaunch, the Bay Model Alliance, all the green business certifications. You can see the STEM education, Baymobile. This is new.
Yeah. Must be. It's cool, though. Bringing the aquarium to you. I'm assuming it'll bring like it has its own dedicated tank and it brings some stuff with, possibly.
I'm saying for the speaker because Connor was doing this, but because he's wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. How's the video quality, Ron? Like, are you able to read it, or
Yeah,
do you
I
want
can
us
read
to
it.
read it out?
I can read everything with surprising clarity.
Okay. Cool. So, as you know, we are at an aquarium, and
Of
water
course.
and Wi-Fi are not friends. And
No,
so
but I
we'll
mean
make sure-
everything's going pretty good so far.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If it gets spotty, let us know.
Yeah.
But cool. I love seeing the timeline of things. Personally, I like to see how things grow, the processes, and the results that people see. And so now we're here at 2021, and add 5 more years, and we're at 2026.
That's right.
I think they need to extend it and put like VTubers right here. What do you think?
Welcome to the VTuber section of the aquarium.
Yeah, I think your hologram could be right here.
That's
right
right.
under the sign.
Just tip the hey, how you doing? Welcome to the aquarium. Make sure you follow the guidelines, and if you see anyone in pinstripes, you leave them alone. Ignore them.
Yes. Follow the virtual metasphere. All right, let's go. All right, now we're walking into Discover the Bay, and this is where we can see a variety of native animals and seeing the difference that's made at this Shark Research Aquarium of the Bay.
Yeah.
Let's show you.
That's gorgeous.
What do you see?
I wish I have friends who could more readily identify what type of fish this is, but I see a swirl of Just it perpetual motion.
You see the color?
Yeah.
The color of their mouths by chance?
Yeah, there's like I'm catching like a yellow, like a limestone yellow, not like a limestone. Oh, I guess kind of a limestone yellow, or like a sulfurish yellow to their mouths.
Yep. Yeah. So this is a Pacific sardine.
Okay.
And I believe they're native to the bay, and they swim in masses, as you can see.
Yeah. Oh, that is awesome.
Do you eat seafood by chance, Ron?
I eat my diet is horrendous. It is incredibly limited.
Yeah.
Suffice it to say that these little guys would be safe for me.
And we have Chris as our cameraman. So Chris, if you want to show this, I think it's good to know about like all the types of small schooling animals.
Yeah.
And the important sources of like the food chain.
Yeah, small schooling animals like herrings and anchovies are an important source of food for large predators in the bay. Indeed. Yeah. It food chain, circle of life. We try not to think too much about the consumption of other living things. That's kind of how we need to survive. We need to consume things that are in some form or fashion alive.
Yes, exactly. People keep talking about keystone species, but like this, it starts with the small guys, right?
Yep.
The big guys can't eat until the small ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then turning over here, we have this whole section talking about great white sharks.
And of course, the importance of conservation of sharks.
Yep. Yeah, so we have migration. They're classified as highly migratory species in search of optimal foraging and mating opportunities over 2,500 miles annually.
Of course.
Oh, I liked the satellite right here, so you can see the paths of tagged great white sharks and seeing where they're roaming and meeting each other.
Kind of a good 1,000 miles off the bay.
Right. I'd love to learn more about the tag that they put on them, the satellite electronic technology.
Yeah. That would be like, especially understanding how finicky any kind of signal can get underwater. Just it being able to get a shark to tag it, and then just the sophistication, just kind of every portion of that would be very fascinating.
Right. Do you know much about that, Justin? Like how they tag the sharks?
Not too much, to be honest. I do know that specifically because I was on the boat yesterday, we were actually going to see, it's part of this project that they're doing. It's called Sea Sounds, where they'll drop kind of like this high-powered mic into the water, and they kind of listen for like the ship traffic and the different traffic.
Oh, I lost video. We're back. Sorry, continue.
Been a large increase in whale deaths and strikes from boats, so they're kind of trying to gather information about what boats are passing through here and why they're striking so many whales. But I actually learned recently that a lot of times when a whale breaches the surface and you see the flippers sticking out of the water, they'll take pictures of that and they'll assess if there's any damage, any special markings, and that's usually how they'll identify whales specifically, from the underside of their tail. But I'm not too sure about tagging sharks and the process that goes into that. So that was a very long, drawn-out answer to say no. Unfortunately, I don't.
No, that was great. That's good insight.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of information.
We say all that to say, I don't really know. They just kind of do it. They figured it out.
Cool. That's good to know. There's so many moving parts, I feel like.
Definitely, yeah.
For the conservation and sustainability.
Yeah, and it's a lot of things that you don't really consider. There's so many boats and people who own, this dock over here is filled with personal boats. Necessarily consider the impacts that it might have on the wildlife that are in the area, and the potential dangers that they could face just from being there at specific times and things like that, and what just being conscious of things to look out for. So definitely,
okay,
yeah.
we're back.
I'm still learning. Have some things may come, and then they'll have to kind of take a break for a while, and they'll come back. But there's tons of programs, tons of ways that we try to involve ourselves with the community. So yeah, there's lots to learn for sure.
Cool. All right. Any questions from you, Ron?
No, not at all.
Cool. All right, we'll keep going. Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
All right. All right, in this tank over here, there's a lot of variety of what you see. We have the California salma, California spiny lobster. We also have the giant green anemone. Ooh,
Anemone?
anemone. Yeah.
I gotcha. Anemone.
And the escargot. We see over here this little lobster right here. Or not little lobster. Little resting in the.
Yeah.
Okay, so we might be a bit spotty in this area.
Yeah.
We'll keep.
Yeah.
Let us know.
I'll call it. While Justin was answering the question, there were a couple times where like maybe a second video and audio cut out entirely, but it was kind of very brief and it not really long enough to lose the thread of what was being said, thankfully. But I'll call out if anything happens.
Okay, good to know. Let's keep moving then.
Yeah.
Maybe the spot is a bit weird. All right, and then right behind you, we have the megalodon prehistoric shark. And seeing how big this jaw is.
Yeah. It's always fascinating to like see actual scale of a lot of prehistoric creatures. Just, you can see depictions of it, but until you're in a position where it's hold on. I lost you. All right, we're back.
Yeah, okay.
But just like it where you can kind of see a model of like, no, this is what it looks like. Like you don't have to guesstimate anymore. This is what it looks like.
But yeah, no, you're right. Once it's different seeing the teeth here than it is in the deep blue ocean. And so being actually in the jaws of it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And so it says the megalodon shark goes up to estimated 60 feet. 3 times larger than the modern day white shark. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently its tooth is called a big tooth shark. Big tooth glorious shark.
And why not, right?
Yeah. Megalodon is extinct, and it's believed for competition for food, loss of breeding grounds, global climate change, and other various reasons.
So sorry, you asked me something just as everything cut out.
Oh yeah, like your spirit animal, your marine aquatic spirit animal.
I don't know about marine spirit animal. There's a joke I tell. My overall spirit animal is a Scottish YouTuber named Big Mooney 06. I don't know what my marine spirit animal would be. Good question. Something I'd have to think about.
Cool. So, do you see what we see?
I see what you see.
Beautiful, colorful wall.
Yep.
Awesome. So this is 30 by 30 SDG. This is the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yeah.
And this is what they want to hit by protecting 30% of the land and water left on the planet. And we can see a variety of different, I don't know what they call it, but areas. So life on land, climate action plans, reducing consumption and production, clean water sanitation, quality education, zero hunger, no poverty, and just there's so much going on, and I'm glad that there's a group that is speaking out on all fronts.
So absolutely. Really cool to see them.
Yeah,
and just the impact of 30% of the, protecting 30% of land and water, what that alone can do.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And also shows like Earth is really not that big. Now, if we see the bigger picture, like
Yeah, it's
this
really
is our
not.
home.
Yep.
This is all we have. So let's preserve and do the best to achieve a sustainability for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Cool. All right, I'll keep going.
Yep.
Okay, over here we have our little jellyfishes, and I really want you to see like the top part of it. So we're gonna see how they glow.
Jellyfish are always such a fascinating thing to look at.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
simplicity of their biology, but just I don't know, just
Totally.
everything about jellyfish is very fascinating to me.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I was a jellyfish expert, but I know that their like exoskeleton is like the one of the most unique ones out
Yeah.
there. And it's to the point where they're just like they can't move themselves. They're just floating.
Yeah.
They are just with the waves.
They just exist and things happen around them.
Yeah, yeah. And so these are a moon jelly, and it says that their sting is mild and will barely cause a reaction for humans.
Yeah, for
I
humans.
believe. Yeah.
I walking through like this was always like when you walk through one of these underwater tunnels in real life, like just the sense of excitement.
Mhm. For sure. I'm glad you guys can join us virtually, being able
Yeah.
to see this. And there's lots to see, and we might play some I Spy with you guys with a different variety of marine animals here. So in this tunnel, there's a variety of blacksmith. We have giant sea bass, tiger rockfish, ocean whitefish, California sheephead, blue rockfish.
These ones here, those ones are called opal eyes, I think.
There's also the opal eye, club-tipped enemy bat
Anemone.
star,
I gotcha.
anemone, walleye surf perch, striped surf perch, swell shark. I know it's a bit dark, but looks
No,
like
everything's
they're
coming
really
through
well
pretty
camouflaged. Yeah.
clearly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Like there's enough light that I'm able to see.
So what's cool here is that this is almost a 360 tunnel.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. I wish I knew the fish just by looking at them.
I'm sure my roommate has better odds of doing that than I do. I'm smooth reptile brain. I see cool fish. What's good, buddy? You can't hear me.
To make
Um,
it easier,
I
the
see
majority of the fish over
fish.
here are rockfish.
Yeah.
There's just different variations, except for this guy. That's a
Ooh,
sheephead.
Chris, look at this guy.
It's the sheephead.
Sheephead right here.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, it's just a guy. He's just moving along.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Oh, I thought it was green, but I think it's the reflection of the light. But there's.
I caught the green like just a moment ago where I saw that flash of green. I'm like, oh, is that? Nope, that
Right,
was the reflection of the light.
right. Yeah. No, for real. Ugh. He's kind of snuggling up to some plants. I wonder what they think of when like new fishes come in and how they make friends with each other. How do they tell each other, gossip to each other?
How do they spread fish VTuber drama to each other?
Yes, he's kind of moving around to that other side there.
Do you know what like this tank is known for?
I'm not too sure. I know a lot of the times we have a lot of different anemone species that you can see kind of throughout this tank here. But from what I know, it's mainly been home to our wolf eel, which is kind of here in the middle.
Wolf eel.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a funny looking mouth, but he's super cute and we love him for it. So mainly that's what's been inside of this exhibit here. But there've also been a number of different things that have been moved. Oh, I think there's two. Oh no, there's just the one war bonnet.
Okay.
He's over there on the other side though now.
Gotcha. So these are the bigger war bonnets. Those are the smaller war bonnets.
I would like to say that, but this is the first time I've seen the bigger war bonnet in this one, so I can't say that this is typically what's in this tank. But I think this one's sort of like an inner, just like something in the middle to where if they need to keep something here for a brief period of time, they can do that and then work their way back into the normal exhibits.
And I'm assuming you guys have researchers and scientists that know which animals can be mixed with which ones.
Yes, of course. They're very careful about which animals are going into which exhibits and about what time that they're going in as well. If they feel that there is a potential for them to, not be able to get enough food because of the competition, or that they feel like they may be at risk, they'll definitely keep them behind the scenes for a bit longer, just to make sure that the environment they're putting them into is safe.
Have you had any near misses or incidents with two animals?
Not that I have heard of. I know that the otters sometimes may be chirping at each other and don't get along, but nothing too crazy has been happening. So.
This is gorgeous. I love how natural, and I'm assuming everything in this tank is natural, right?
Yes.
Nothing artificial.
Nothing artificial here. So yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, I just wanted to show you because he's kind of in the front now, but you can see that appendage on his head. Doesn't really.
Ooh, there it is.
It's really cool to look at.
Wow, that looks unreal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He wanted to give you a good view.
Yeah.
He's showing off for the camera. Hot dogging.
I think he likes you, Ron.
Boy, why you hot dogging though?
He's modeling for you.
That's right.
Oh.
He's trying to lure you in, Ron.
He's like, get a good look.
He's mewing at you with this.
Dear Lord. No, but yeah, obviously, when your entire evolutionary line leads up to this, it's easy enough to control, but like from an outsider's perspective, that appendage just jutting out front of the head, it would look like that it might be difficult to like swim and navigate with that thing.
Right. Yeah. All right, showing here, we have the shark tunnel.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you the sign. Yeah, going into the shark tunnel now.
I'm
it's a little
ready.
busy, so the audio,
fine.
background noise. But...
I'm not bothered.
Okay.
And I have no live chat, so they don't get a say in it.
So in this tunnel, we have striped bass, we have sharks of Alcatraz, the leopard shark, which are commonly found in the shallow bays and the muddy bottoms. We have the Chinook salmon, which is known as king salmon. They can reach up to 4.9 feet long, finding them along the California coastline as well as other areas. And the Chinook salmon is monitored closely by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Are they endangered?
I believe they're not endangered.
Just it's something to Are they an invasive species then?
I think they're native to California,
Okay.
but to prevent them, I think I forgot what the word is, but it's right before they're endangered. Oh, endangered. They're endangered.
They are endangered. Okay.
And so, yeah,
Yeah,
the
that
California Department
that
of
makes
Fish
sense.
is helping them,
Yeah,
helping their populations recover.
of
There's
course.
like a scale. I forgot the one that's right under
Yeah,
endangered.
hold on. Actually, I do know what you're talking about because I've seen the scale before.
Yeah. But anyways, we also
Yeah.
have striped bass here. It says striped basses have 2 dorsal fins, one spiny and one soft ring.
Vulnerable is before endangered.
Vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they are.
But yeah.
All right, to the left, we have the stingrays, and they're in the back.
There we go.
Are you able to see that, like, that ray on the end?
Yeah.
Is the quality enough for you?
Oh yeah, quality is good.
The stingray.
Yeah, quality is holding for the moment.
Good.
I know this is a completely different thought, but after watching a series on this a couple months ago, just having the fascination of the thought of how far we've come from trying to lay one telegraph cable across the Atlantic Ocean and like the spotty quality to now just Wi-Fi under a big tank under the ocean. Quality is beautiful. I know it's a random thought. It just kind of, I don't know. I'm in the moment.
Yeah. No, that's a good insight. Oh, do you see this big guy coming in?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, oof. What a guy.
He's
Big bat ray behind.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big bat ray.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oof. Wow, he's eating good, isn't he? What are you guys feeding him?
Bat rays do really love squid. They have a mixture of different things that they feed them, but I know that they love the squid feast, so it's a big part of their diet.
That long fish guy that we just saw was the white sturgeon, and
Okay.
similar to their sharks, they use this type of sense to sense their prey and electroreceptors to help guide their migration.
That answered our question a little bit with the other fish now that I think about
I
it.
think so, yeah, electroreceptors.
Yeah, which I mean makes sense considering
Yeah.
water environment.
But I
You
think
know?
you were on. I think you were right about the smell, like the pheromones.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they also use sense of smell
It,
for that.
I imagine that there's similar like sensory overlap in
Yeah.
a way that's not evident to us between electrosensors and say pheromone release.
Mhm. And it says over here that sharks have excellent hearing. Their best frequencies is below 12,000 hertz, which is the range of most natural aquatic sounds. The striped bass, it says that striped basses are very popular for recreational fishing,
Of
and they're
course.
lined with 7 to 8 narrow horizontal stripes.
I mean, you mentioned bass to any kind of fisherman, and it's sort of like, well, I'm here to party.
Yep. In this tunnel, we also have yellowtail jack. We have the broad-nosed seven-gill shark and Pacific mackerel.
Hmm.
Okay, no, I'm not holding. You have to carry it. Mommy carry mine.
I believe we're looking at the sturgeon fish right here. White sturgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. A prehistoric fish. So they've been here for a hot minute now, huh?
Yeah. Shout out to the species that have existed,
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, shout out to the OG ones for they've been here,
There you
been
go.
there, done that.
Yeah, shout out to the OGs.
Yeah. So I guess they're the ones we could ask about if this is a simulation or not, huh? Because they would know. Ooh, here we have a leopard shark that just went
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
The leopard shark and the seven gill are definitely some of the most common sharks found in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Also in our tunnels, but there's also a few other species. Like I did notice a soup fin shark. That's not the proper name, or that is the name that people call it, but people try to stay away from because they are poached for their fins to make soup, hence the
Yeah,
name.
I was about to say.
But yeah, we do have a couple of those in here as well. So if you see some sharks that look a little different, that could be one of them.
How much do you know about their fins and like the health of it? You know how orcas, if the fin is kind of flopped, that kind of shows.
Sure, I'm not super knowledgeable about like their fin structure and how it relates to their health. Unfortunately, but that's a good question.
Oh, hey Chris, if you're able to show this. Sorry, they kind of swim fast, but
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
fair.
try to catch them.
I will say when they swim over the top, it's either at the end this side, in the middle here, or like the two best areas because they'll kind of like turn do their laps over here.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good shot. So we'll stay in the middle and try to get them under. I want to see their belly. I feel like that's such a. We rarely see the underbelly of the
Yeah.
side.
You kind of have to catch it early. You'll see him coming.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to like get ready, like, oh, he's going.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, the tunnels are definitely a fan favorite for sure. Lots of leopard sharks, some seven gills, sturgeons.
Do you guys have enrichment time? I know sea otters get some. Any other animals that
around 2 o'clock. I want to say Tuesdays and Fridays. I could be wrong, but they usually do what we call a big feed. And so we will have our divers come and drop in a bunch of fish, squid, and a bunch of other tasty treats for the fish and the sharks to eat. And you'll just kind of get to watch as the food rains down and the fish kind of swing by and scoop it all up. And so, it's really cool because a lot of it will land either on the glass up here or on the edges, and so the fish and the sharks will then come super close to come and collect the leftover food.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that's a really fun time as well.
Yeah. And last time we were here, we saw that there was scuba divers doing their job, kind of cleaning around.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen any so far, but they do regularly throughout the day come in and clean, check on the animals, make sure everything's going according to plan.
Oh, nice.
And so yeah.
Cool. What's your favorite part of this tunnel?
Of this tunnel specifically, it's hard to beat the leopard sharks, but the rays are something else. When they're swimming over the top of you and you get to see their underside. Oh, I believe sturgeon just was released into the water. I've never seen that before. That was actually really cool.
Caught me off guard.
So yeah, I'm pretty certain that they just released the sturgeon into the water just now, and it'll probably take some time for him to acclimate himself and figure out what's going on.
All right, we're close by the gift shop, so we'll just do a quick glance over it. So this area actually has 2 gift shops.
Okay.
And I think it's really cool that there's some items that you can only buy in person and some online.
Sure.
So if you're tuning in, feel free to support them on their website, on their donation link, or their gift shop. So there's a lot of cool items. We have an axolotl on the right.
Very cute plushie.
Yes. Got some more axolotl merch. We have some books here. Got some more plushies and Legos. You got your river otter Lego.
Of
Your
course.
sharks, stingray. Yeah. You got your mermaids. Got your little tumbler.
Of course. Smallest tumbler I've seen.
No, seriously. I love this. Oh my gosh. I might come back and get this later, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. We have these cute, oh my gosh, 3D water bottle.
3D water bottle. I'm not sure I've seen a 3D water bottle before.
Yeah. They got some jewelry over here.
Of course.
And I believe this brand, they are a Live, Love, Protect. Yes. So every purchase, they go return back to the charities and they help with the wildlife conservation efforts.
Of course.
Yeah. And then I want to show this. Oops, sorry. I want to show this hoodie right here. I think this is my favorite. Life is better on the bay.
Beautiful imagery.
Seriously, yeah.
And I really like that jellyfish one too, though.
Yeah. Let's take another look at it again.
Yeah.
So if you do want to buy merch, Ron, we're here. Let us know if you want us to grab anything. Or if they have it online, you could also purchase it there.
Yeah. I'll probably skip for now, but for other people to see, and of course, we talked about the website at the top of this recording. So for anyone who would be interested.
Yeah. I think this is a good ending point.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have Justin come back in if you're comfortable.
Sure.
We're going to do a quick outro for your video.
Of course.
Sure. Is there anything in particular?
No.
Yeah, well, it was great to host you guys and to have you guys to come and see the aquarium. Hopefully you had a good time. Tons of cool fish, tons of things to learn. Unfortunately, I'm not an educator, so I couldn't provide that much information, but hopefully you can stop by another time. I'm sure there will be a lot more to learn. And there's always something exciting happening here.
You know what you can educate on? What's the website?
The website, www.aquariumofthebay.org. If you liked what you saw or you feel like we have a positive impact on the community and on the ocean, and you have the means, feel free to leave a donation. But if not, I just hope that you guys all had a great time and you enjoyed our little tour.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Can we give a big fin shout out to Justin and Aquarium of the Bay? They have been great with us and really allowing us to do these field trips and showing VTubers IRL experiences. And so that's something that we want to tap into the community is showing VTubers, people that can't be here in person, that can virtually touch grass or water with you guys.
Yeah, and that's, part of the big reason why I'm so happy that you guys were able to come, because we're not the biggest aquarium, nor are we the most well-known. These people who are in California and in the Bay Area who didn't even know that we existed.
Right.
And so for us to be able to share what we do and our experiences with people who are, not even in California to begin with, is really amazing. And just sharing our message and sharing what we have to offer with the rest of the world is something that's really huge.
This is how we do it, online and in person.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you being that bridge for us.
Of course. So thank you guys for
Thank you.
out. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah, really big shout out to Aquarium of the Bay. Please visit them at aquariumofthebay.org.
Yes.
And any support would be awesome to help their wildlife conservation efforts and the programs.
That would be amazing.
Yes, indeed.
And then last big shout out to OTG. OTG production has been really awesome work making this happen behind the camera, in front of the camera. And so we want to give a big shout out to OTG and allowing these VTuber field trips to continue to happen.
Yeah.
Anything
you
else?
guys are the best. OTG's the best.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Ron. Thank you so much, Ron. We would not have an audience without you. And, your community sounds awesome. And we'd love to just continue showing you around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Food trips. Yeah.
Here's to the next one.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
for sure.
Thank you.
Bye. There you go.